Hi, welcome to my channel. So up until now I've been peacefully puzzling with jigsaw puzzles, but I had some technical issues with the last video that I filmed and I'll need to redo it. Don't mind that at all because it's a pretty puzzle and I really enjoyed doing it. But in the meantime, I thought I'd do another type of puzzle that I love to do, namely Minesweeper. You can get these great daily challenges that give you different goals to achieve that are slightly different to the classic game, and they range from easy to medium up to hard. I like to start with the easy ones and work my way up. I'm definitely not an expert, and that will no doubt become very apparent as I go through the challenges. I just think they're a lot of fun. So let's make a start. So we have two easy ones to choose from, so let's start with the classic. Okay, so the aim of this one is to clear the board without detonating more than 2 mines. Okay, so we know that there aren't any touching this wee patch of grass here, so we can click these. Oh, I should say as well, I have mine set to this kind of garden theme that I really like, so the patches are grass and the mines are these wee ladybirds. They're really cute. Okay, so same, we know there's nothing touching this wee patch, so we can click here. Okay, any obvious ones? Okay, so this has one touching it, there's only one left, so it has to be this one here, and then similarly with this one, and we know that this one only has one touching it, which we think is this one here, so this one should be fine. Similarly down here, this one we've already marked the one that's touching it, so this one, and this one should be fine. We can probably catch a few more of these where we know that there's just one and there's only one left touching it, so let's go through them. I do like the noise of the flag as it gets planted as well, very definite. Okay, so up here we've got a load of ones here and we've already flagged the mine, so this one should be fine. And then similarly over here. Okay, now down here we're starting to get to where it's a wee bit more difficult, so we know that there's two touching this one. We only have 2 patches of grass touching it, so this must be one, which is good because then it means for this one here we've already got the 2 marked, so this one and this one should be clear. Okay, so down here it's not as clear. This one has 2 touching it, but it could be either of these. Oh, but hang on, we've got this here. So we know there's only one touching this one, and it's already marked, so this should be fine. I do like when it automatically opens a few up for you. It's quite handy. Okay, and again, this one has 1, so it must be here, and this one is fine. So we already have the 3 marked for this one, here, here, and here. So this and this should also be fine. Okay, when we come to this one, we know it's 2, there's only 2 patches, so this one must be a mine. This one only has 1 touching it, so this one should be fine. Okay. Oh, yep, this one, only 1 touching it, and we've marked it, so the rest that are touching this should be clear. With this one, there's two mines, only 2 patches of grass, so this one, and then that means that this one should be clear, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, so back down in this wee corner, we know that this has 2 touching it, but it could be this one or this one. So let's see if we can fill in a bit more first. We have this one here, there's only 1 touching it, we've only got 1 patch of grass left, so it must be here. That means this one and this one are clear. So now we know that this one's clear, the only one left that could be touching this one is here. So this one should be fine. Okay, and then here, this one's only touching 1 and we've marked it, so this and this should be fine. And again for this one, this is fine. This one has 2 touching it, only 2 patches of grass. This one And then we're fine here because this one has 2 which are there, this one has 2 which are there, so that one's clear. Okay, oh, we've had mostly 2s and 1s so far, we've just had the 1, 3. Okay, so this one has 2, we've only got 2 patches of grass, so it must be this one. This one only has 1, so this is clear. Okay, so here we're possibly a wee bit stuck again because there's a couple of options, so let's see if there's anywhere further up where we can get definite answers. And here it is. This one has 3 touching it, and there's only 3 patches of grass left, so these 2. This one here is 1, and this is the only one that's left. So now this one, both of these have their 2, so this one should be fine. This one's already touching the 1, so these are fine. This is already touching the 3, and this is already touching 1. Hey! Managed to clear that without setting off any bombs, which is good because I don't always manage that. Okay, next up we have another easy one, and this one's called flags. So the aim of this one is to use flags to mark the location of 10 mines. Okay, so we've already got 1 marked for us. We still do need to find another 10 though. So this one can be a bit more tough because I think you can't mark where you think that you're safe, so you have to be kind of keeping an eye out for where the mines would be. So are there any easy start points? I see this one here. So this one has 6 touching it. These are already, cleared. So there are only 6 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all of these must be mines. Okay, so we've got 4 left to find to win this challenge. So are there any other where there's only 1 possible answer? Here we go. These 2 here, both of these only have these 2 patches of grass touching them, so it must be both of these. What else have we got? Oh, this one's definitely tougher. Right down in the corner. This one has 3 touching it, and there's only 3 patches of grass. We've already marked this one, so it must be here and here. Okay, moving up to medium. I like both of these, the treasure hunt and the detonation. Let's do the detonation one first. So in this one we have to detonate 40 mines in 44 moves or less. So in this one you're actually trying to find the mines rather than avoid them. Okay. So there's no obvious definite ones here, so we might have to just make a bit of a guess for the first 2. So if we go right up into this corner, there's only 1 touching this patch here, but there's 2 possible options, so let's go for this one. Okay, picked the wrong one, so it must be this. Okay, so that's us marked our first mine. This one has 2 touching it, there's only 1 patch left, so it must be here. Okay. Similarly here for 2, there's already 1 touching it, there's only 1 left, so it must be here. this one has 3. There's already 2 touching it. There's only 1 left, so must be 1 here. Okay, this has opened up quite a lot for us, so we might be able to get a good roll going here. That's us found 10, so we've got 30 to go. Back down to here. We know that this one has 2 touching it. There's only 1 patch left, so it must be here. And then here. Okay, I like when you get the 1 in the corners and then you know that you've definitely got something there. So we've got a couple of these. Okay, done that corner. If we move up here, okay, got a couple of options for these ones. So let's go up here and see if there's anywhere we know for definite that we can get some mines. Okay, this one here, we have 3 mines. There's only 3 patches of grass in total touching it. This one's already been detonated, so we must have 1 here and here. And similarly here, we know it's only 3. We've got 2 already, and this is the only 1 left. And then same with this 4. There's another one of those ones in the corner. And both of these have 2. There's only 1 option left, so it must be here. This one is 2. And we know that there's 2 in this one, and again there's only 2 options. Okay. This 4 already has the 2 assigned. There's only 2 left, so we're looking at here and here. And we only have 8 left to go. No, we have 5 left to go. We've got 8 chances to find the 5. Let's see. Okay. This is looking a bit more difficult because there aren't anywhere we can be sure. Because here, for example, we know there's 2. We've got 1, but there's still 2 options left. Same for this one and this one and this one. This one has 2, but there's 4 options. This one has 1, but there's 2 options. So we might just have to go out on a limb and have a guess here. So let's try this one. No, picked the wrong one. There we go. But that gives us a couple more that we can work out now. So this one has 2 touching it. We've got 1 so far. There's 1 left. This one just has the 1. There's only 1 left. This one has the 3. Now the last one's going to be a guess as well, because this one has 3. We've marked 2, but there's still 2 left. Similar here. This one has 1, but there's 2 options, and similar here. So let's just take a guess. Okay. 3rd time not lucky. That's the 3rd time we've had to take a guess, and I got the wrong one. But that means we just have this one left. Okay, we're on to our next medium challenge. This one's treasure hunt. So we need to find a treasure that is completely surrounded by mines without detonating more than 3 mines. Okay, so we don't have any clues in this one, so we need to just hope we'll be lucky with our first choice and pick one that doesn't have a mine. So let's try this one. Ah, okay, that was a good choice. That's opened up quite a lot of the board for us, and we have a few of these favourite corner ones, so I'm going to go through and mark these. Okay, and that will help us tick off a few clear ones as well, because we now have a few where we're saying that there's one touching and we've already marked it. So let's go around and clear those. Okay, and then we have a couple here where we know that there are two touching and we've already marked them, so this should be fine. This should be fine, and this should be fine. Okay, that gives us another one where we can clear. There we go. Okay, so if we come back over here, we know that this one has 3 touching it. There's only 3 patches that haven't been cleared, so, oh, excuse me, this one and this one. So that means that we can clear around here. Oh, okay. That gives us another couple of little corners. And then again, we can go around and clear the ones that are touching, either where we know that there's the 1 or the 2. Okay. Okay, now in this one we know that the treasure is surrounded by mines, so it can't be down here because there's not any space for it to be surrounded by mines. So let's move back up here. Okay, this one has 1 touching it, but there's the 2 options there. But this one here, we know it's 2, so it must be this one. So this one is fine. Okay, and that gives us a little corner one here. This one has 2. Okay, this one has 2, and there's only 2 that it could be now. So it should be cleared. And here, these 2 both have 2 touching, and there's only the 2 available, so it must be here. So this one shares the same 2, so this one should be clear. Okay, now similar to down in this corner, there isn't anywhere that we could have treasure surrounded by mines, so we don't need to look at this section anymore. Similarly here and along here, so the treasure must be over here somewhere. Okay, so we've got another wee corner one that we could be picking up. And 2 there. Okay, again, there's not room here for treasure to be surrounded by mines, so we can probably ignore that. Okay. This one has these 2 touching it. Okay. So the treasure's not going to be in here, but I'm going to try and clear this bit anyway to try and give us more options around here. So this one has 2 touching. There's only 2 left, so must be here. And again, this one shares these 2, so we know we can clear them. And this here. Okay, and again down here, it can't be surrounded by mines because there's not space. So I guess the very last corner that we've come to must be where the treasure is hidden. So okay, we've got our wee corner one here. Okay, this one has 4 touching it. We've already marked these 2, and there are 2 left. This has 3 touching it, and we've already marked 3. This one already has the 2. Okay, so the treasure is in here somewhere. So with this one here, there are only 3 where it could possibly touch in. And this one, again, there's only 3 patches that it could be. So we have here. Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb because it looks like this bit here could be forming the mines that surround the treasure. So I'm going to guess it might be here. Okay, last one is the hard mode, and this challenge is called taps. Okay, so for this one, tap 15 covered squares without detonating more than 5 mines. Flags are not allowed. Yep, so this one is hard. Let's give it a go. Okay, so we can do our taps around this patch here because we know that there are no mines touching it. Okay, don't think we have any areas where we can tell for definite where the mines are, so we might need to just take a guess. We'll try and pick one that has the fewest options. So if we look at this one here, has 1 mine touching it. There's only 2 possibilities, so we'll make a guess and we'll go for this. Oh, okay, so we've lost a life, we've got 4 left, but what that does mean is we know that this one should be fine, and this one, and this one, and this one. I've got 5 taps left to complete the challenge. Okay, so this one here we know has 2, which are these 2 here. So we know not to tap them, but we can't flag them either, so we just need to try and remember that these 2 are out. But what that does mean is if there's one here, and this one's only touching 1, then this one should be fine. Ah, perfect. Okay, and then here we've got our wee corner one, so this must be a mine. Can't tap that, but it does mean that this one and this one are safe. Okay, and then down here, this one has 2 touching it, which will be these 2. We can't flag them, but it means that this one will share these 2, so this one should be safe. And this one. Great, that one was much better than I normally do with that challenge on hard mode, so I'm quite pleased with that. That's all the daily challenges done for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, I'd really appreciate if you would click the like button. And if you'd like to see some more puzzling, please consider subscribing. Thank you. Bye.